Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it as always. Today I'm going to be answering a bunch of y'all's questions. I have a big old printout right here of lots of different questions that y'all asked. And I'm also going to be putting on my everyday makeup. So this is the makeup that I wear just about every single day whenever I wear makeup. And yeah, I figured that I would just put on my makeup, answer y'all's questions, kind of get comfy, get relaxed, and just mesh well with the video. So if y'all are interested in seeing this video. So the first thing I was gonna do was to apply moisturizer, but then I looked at myself in the mirror and I saw that I have a ton of witch hairs that need to be taken care of. One right there. Now we can apply the moisturizer. And my skin has been super dehydrated. So I'm going to go in with the Clinique Moisture Surge. I've been using this for a good long while. And I'm almost out. I have like, I want to say a teaspoon of product left. And it just feels so good on the skin. It just feels so moisturizing. And it's just kind of a thicker formula. You know what I'm talking about? All right, now that my skin is nice and moisturized, I really feel it sinking into the skin. It is time for foundation. And for that today, I'm gonna be going in with the L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is the shade 202. And I just picked up a new foundation from Amazon. It should be here on Saturday. And I'm gonna try to dethrone this one because I'm always using this foundation. It is a holy grail foundation. So this is 202 and I take a good amount, not a whole lot, just kind of a little swirly whirly on the back of my hand. So about that much. And then I add to it if I need to. But shade 202 is a good match for me right now that I've lost all the tan that I had from the summertime. And I just kind of pounce it on a beauty blender. I didn't wash it, by the way. And I'm just going to kind of pounce it into the skin. I have a good amount of redness. I don't know if y'all can tell online. But I have Hashimoto's, which causes like a butterfly rash. But this foundation covers it up really nicely. And it looks really natural on the skin. So since this video is more of a Q&A rather than a makeup tutorial, I'm not going to talk too much about what I'm doing and like how I'm doing it. But I printed out y'all's questions. This was in the community tab of YouTube. And I had like, I don't know, 6 people who asked questions, but they asked multiple questions, which is great because it gives me a lot to talk about today. So the first question that I have is from my girl, Burglar Helper. I just love that name. It's so funny. I laugh every single time I say it out loud. And she asked a lot of questions. First one is, do you belong to any fandoms? And the answer is kinda, sorta, not really anymore. But I used to be a huge fan, I still am, of J.R.R. Tolkien, like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, all those movies. We used to watch those movies and read those books all the time. Like, we would watch that movie every single day for probably 2 to 3 years straight. And not just the 2-hour one. We would watch the extended version of them. And I just find that when you watch those movies, you really don't understand what's going on until you watch the extended version. So, but my obsession was so hardcore that I wanted to buy my husband a wedding ring that had like, you know, the inscription of the One Ring. My daughter, whenever she was in high school, she painted a portrait of J.R.R. Tolkien. So I was like super obsessed. It was really awesome. But the answer is kinda, sorta, not so much anymore, but kinda still. And the second question that she had for me is, do you have any tattoos? And the answer is kinda. I had a tattoo on the center of my back right here. It's like I could touch it. And I had it lasered off. So you can still kind of see like the scar tissue, but you can't see any of the pigment. And the next question she asked is, what are your favorite songs, TV shows, and movies? And right off the top of my head, my favorite music right now is like really uplifting music that makes me want to like get up and dance. So like 80s music, early 80s music, late 70s music, disco music, where it's like you just want to like really dance, you know, Saturday Night Fever, the Bee Gees, Kool and the Gang, all that stuff, because it's almost wintertime. It's really cold outside. And I have a family member who deals with very heavy depression. And so sometimes that really weighs a lot on me. The music really helps to uplift me. So whenever I'm cleaning, I put my headphones on and I'm just like taking care of business and getting a little bit of exercise and endorphins, and the music just really helps me. So uplifting music for sure. And as far as TV shows go, to be honest with you, I'm not really into TV shows. I don't have cable, at least not on like this level of the house. And so I really don't watch sitcoms too much. We do have Netflix down here and Amazon Prime. So I did like Game of Thrones. I liked the show Dark. I like documentaries. I like the Ted Bundy tapes and stuff. But I'm really not into any TV shows right now. But movies. I do enjoy movies from time to time. Right now I'm enjoying watching old movies like Who's That Girl? Little Shop of Horrors. I can watch that movie so many times. Lord of the Rings, once again, I love that movie. The Hobbit. A lot of 80s movies. Roxanne with Steve Martin. I love that movie. It's so stupid and so cheesy, but it just makes me feel good. It's just like, you know, a feel-good movie. And I also bought a couple of DVDs not that long ago from Amazon. I bought the movie Splash. Do you remember that movie back in the 80s? That was such a good movie with Daryl Hannah and whatever his name is, Tom Hanks. And I also bought Flight of the Navigator, which is super, super old, but I did like that movie. And I bought Short Circuit. So I liked the Short Circuit movies with Johnny Five. That one is so bad. I was watching it the other day and it's just, I remembered it being so much better than what it is, and it's horrible. And the last movie that I picked up is Troop Beverly Hills. If y'all have seen that movie, if you know what I'm talking about, high five to you. That is an oldie but goodie. So the next question is, what is your husband like? And my husband is an absolute sweetheart. He has such a big heart and he really cares so deeply for people. He will give you the shirt off his back, sometimes to his own detriment, to be honest. But he is very private, so I try not to include him on my channel very often. But we are going to be married 20 years in June of 2020. So we've been married for a good long while. That's quite a big milestone. And yeah, I love him to death. He's just a very, very good-hearted, well-liked person. Everybody likes him who meets him. And I mean, he's very opinionated. Don't get me wrong. He can be super, super difficult. And sometimes I just want to, But yeah, he's a really good person. I love him dearly. And yeah. So now really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and go in with bronzer. And for that, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro palette. And the next question is, why did you get a pig over a conventional pet? And whenever we got Amos, it was my husband got him for me for our 15th wedding anniversary. So he's going on 5 years old. We had 2 dogs. We had one that passed away before we got Amos, so like a year and a half before we got Amos. And then we had a Japanese Chin named Opie who passed away in September of last year. And he died of lymphoma. And we haven't gotten another dog, honestly, because it's so hard having a pig and a dog. They just really don't want to get along. Dogs want to go after pigs, and then pigs want to go after dogs, and it's just a very odd situation. It's hard to keep them separated because your dog wants to be by you and the pig wants to be by you, and they battle. Pigs are natural prey animals, and so when they smell a dog, they want to go after it. And pigs are normally, like, at least in this case, the culprit to the problem. So Amos would, like, intentionally, he'll wake up out of a dead sleep just to go and wake up the dog to bite him. So we're just choosing not to get another dog, but we do have 2 cats. Well, it's really 1 cat, but my mother-in-law who lives with us also has a cat. And then the final question from my girl Ann Burglar is, do you have any siblings? And no, we are both, my husband and I are both only children. How odd is that? Most times people have siblings, but him and I are by ourselves. So the next question is from Melissa Michaluk. I hope I'm saying your name right. And she says, what is your go-to bra? I'm the same size as you mentioned and really have not found a reliable one that's comfy, stays in place, or gives the girl support. And I feel you on another level on that one. Let me tell you, I found my bra at Walmart and it is one of the best bras that I've ever bought. It's nice and cheap. It's $9.96. And if I buy 3 and rotate, it lasts me the whole year. So it is really, really good, very reliable. Now, I will say this, it's really important. It is a convertible bra, so you can wear it like with the straps up and down, or you can wear it as a racer back. And the racer back gives it the best support. I find that if you wear it the like conventional way, it doesn't have the support that the racer back does. So I'm going to leave a link just for you in the description box below so you can find it, click it, and buy it. Try it if you want to, but it is phenomenal. So my next step is contour, and I'm going to be going in with, you guessed it, the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette, and I use this shade right here for the contour. It's just a really nice light shade, kind of cool tone contour. And the next question is, would you ever consider doing a vlog channel? And this is from Leanne Montgomery. I love that name, Leanne Montgomery. That sounds like a name you would find on a soap opera. I love it. Would you ever consider doing a vlog channel? I don't know. I've thought about it, but I just don't know if I can commit. Like, I'm not that interesting. Believe me. I'm just not. I don't like go around and do a whole lot. I live in the country. I live kind of far away from the hustle and bustle of interesting things, if that makes sense. I used to live closer to a city and then we moved. And so I just don't have a lot going on in this community, if that makes sense. I don't know. If I did, you probably wouldn't watch it because it would be a snoozer. So my next step is eyeshadow. And for that today, I'm going to be going in with the Alter Ego Goddess palette. This is what the packaging looks like. It's so, so beautiful. And then whenever you open it up, this is what it looks like on the inside. And I played with this yesterday. I made like a Christmassy look with this shade right here and this shade right here, which is like a very gorgeous, like glittery emerald color. So, so pretty. I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm going to go in with like kind of just a regular conventional look, but I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is Hiiiiii, and I'm just going to take that all over the lid. And this is a good quality eyeshadow palette. I'm actually really surprised because it's $16. So, so good. So while I'm blending this eyeshadow in, I'll go ahead and answer another question. And the next one is from White Clouds and Unicorns. Hey girl. And she says, how many kids do you have? What do you do for a living besides YouTube? And tell us about your husband. So I have 2 daughters. I have a 19-year-old and she's in college. And I have a 15-year-old who is in high school. But my oldest is in college. She is on her way to medical school. That's what she wants to be. And my youngest, she plays in the school band. She's in marching band. She plays the tuba. And she also wants to be a doctor. So I'm so, so proud. We need some doctors in our family. We have lots of medical ailments and, you know, need some assistance. So the next question that she asked is, what do you do for a living besides YouTube? And I'm going to put down my makeup brush because this is going to be an all-consuming question. So right now, I'm just doing YouTube. It's not because I'm trying to like become an elite YouTuber or anything like that. It's because mainly we moved into a new house. So it's been a little over a year now, but we moved into a new house. And it's kind of a bigger house. We had not a whole lot of stuff, so we had to dedicate a lot of time to getting all new furniture. Then we remodeled. We moved my mother-in-law here. We found my daughter's brand new schools, and so we had to enroll them and get them acclimated and joining marching band and then joining college. But before I did YouTube, I was a writer for a newspaper. So I had 2 articles a week. I had the recipe. So I did all the recipes for the newspaper. And I also had a beauty article. So it was called Ask Mandy. And I don't know if y'all know, I don't really talk about it too much anymore, but I'm from Louisiana. I was born and raised in Louisiana. And in 2016 of August, there was a really big historic flood. And so my husband and I and kids and my parents, most of the parish, to be honest, lost our home. We lost all of our possessions. We lost both of our vehicles. It was a huge thing. We lived in a FEMA trailer for a little over a year. It was really, really hard, very, very challenging. But during that time, most of the businesses in the parish that I lived in went underwater as well, and as did my newspaper. So the people who owned it, like, shut it down. They shut down their Facebook, all of their social media, and they moved. They moved to North Carolina, and they didn't want to do it anymore. So I lost that job, and then I also was a freelance makeup artist. I did freelance for myself. I also was a freelance makeup artist for Lancome. I did runway shows. I did commercial shoots, and I was involved in a pre-production of a movie that didn't end up happening. And I also wrote for a website, UhapiBeauty.com, which is like a beauty review blog type of deal. And whenever we flooded, I lost both of my makeup kits. So I had a travel makeup kit that I would bring to like shoots or whatever, and then I had a set bag, and I built those up for over 10 years. So, and this is wide range, wide variety of clientele, light skin, dark skin, medium skin. It didn't matter. I had something for everybody. And all of that money, all of that time, just gone. In just a few days, it was all gone. And honestly, I didn't really want to, after it was all said and done, I just didn't want to sit there and build another makeup kit. And I'm just going to be honest. Being a makeup artist is hard nowadays because with the constant rotation of new products, to get and book new clients, you have to stay on top of the trends. And the trends happen so quickly that it's really hard to keep up. And another thing is that made it really difficult is I did like video shoots. I did like commercial shoots. And I felt like I was constantly chasing my money. I was always chasing because they want you to do the work before you get paid. And sometimes it would be 6 months, and it's days of work, like lots of clients, days of work, runway shows and traveling and money that's just like going out to do these things, and you're not getting it in immediately. And that was really, really hard. So when I moved in this house, I was just like, I know this is kind of a long story, but I was just like, you know what? I still love makeup. I still adore makeup. I just love it. I love how transformative it is, how it makes me feel whenever I put it on. I just love it. I love the act of applying makeup to somebody else, but I don't like chasing my damn money. So the last few questions that I have is from my girl Birdie, or Bird Eye 2. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. And she asked, I'd be interested in knowing why you started a YouTube channel. Is this your career choice or just for fun? Also, how do you feel about your channel's direction and growth? And maybe a little bit about your family. Abso-freaking-lutely. So I started my YouTube channel way back when in ye old 2006. But I didn't start posting until around 2008, 2009. And way back when, it was just like the photo, and then you would explain what you were doing, and it was all over music. And I don't remember if it was like copyrighted music or stock music from YouTube, but that's what it was. It was just photographs. If I was doing like a wing liner, it was makeup tutorials, of course. If it was a wing liner, you would show like the line, and you would show your brush right there, and you would basically explain step by step of how to achieve the look. And back then, I was so worried about what people thought. I didn't have a thick skin whatsoever. And then one day, I made a video called Semi-Precious Weapons Justin Tranter Makeup Tutorial. He was the lead singer of the band Semi-Precious Weapons. And he saw the video, so I uploaded the video. It was like a smoky eye with this really pretty silver glitter over top. It was just a nice makeup look, very like dramatic. And he saw the video, he liked it, he subscribed, and he commented, and I immediately deleted the video. And also, I was subscribed, I still am subscribed, to Dustin Hunter, and he did a video called Perfectionist or something like that, which really, really helped me. Because as an artist, as a creative person by nature, and a perfectionist as well, I want everything that I put my effort into to be perfect. And that is impossible. It's never going to be perfect. As much as I want it to be perfect and like everybody to like it and everybody be like, wow, this is so amazing. It's just great. It couldn't have been better. It's just not that way. That's just not reality of life. And there's somebody that's going to be out there who's going to downvote it. And I don't care anymore. I just don't care. You have to let that go, and it makes life a whole lot better. And so the answer to your question is, now I definitely don't do it for money. I do it for the fun and the love of it. I like sitting down and talking to y'all, and like, I don't know, I'm an only child, so it's like kind of second nature. It just is. And I love the creative aspect of the editing. The editing is my favorite. Also, the next question is, how do you feel about your channel's direction and growth? I feel great about my channel direction and growth, to be honest. I was so surprised when I made 1,000 subscribers. I was flabbergasted when I actually had that many people watching me. So anything over that is just lanyap, if you want me to be honest. I'm very, very thankful. I'm grateful. I'm surprised as hell because I'm like, why? Everybody's been so kind and sweet. I do have a couple of hate comments every once in a while. I don't even care anymore. Honestly, it's like, it doesn't even affect me. I could care less. I'm like, you know, say what you want. If you want to be an asshole and be mean, then just do your thing. So the last question that you had is to tell you a little bit about our family. So, I am the only child, as I mentioned before. My husband is also the only child. I'm 39. I'll be 40 January 16th. And he is 39. He'll be 40 in July. We are a Cajun household. So born and raised, all of us in South, like deep South Louisiana. Yeah, I'm very, very blessed to have such a wonderful family. I have great kids. I have a great husband. I have supportive parents. I have a very supportive and loving mother-in-law. We get along great. It's not always like roses and buttercups in our household. You know, my husband and I do fight. We get in arguments all the damn time. I just want to like kill him sometimes. But yeah, that's just a little like window into our family life. All right, so really quickly, I'm going to give y'all a rundown of all the products that I used off camera. First thing I used is for the brows, and that is the CoverGirl. This is their Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in number 710 Soft Brown. This is a holy grail product. So dang on good. And then for the blush, I went in with the Lancome. This is the Blush to Teal palette in number 385 Plum Elegance, and I used this shade right here. This is a bronzer, and then this is a light contour, but I used this shade right here. It's so, so beautiful. It's kind of like a pinky mauve shade. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but not too much. And then for the highlight, really quickly, I went in with the Carity Highlight Palette, and I just took this powder shade right here. This is in the shade Ravish. And I don't use powder highlights very often on my upper cheekbones because I think it accentuates fine lines and wrinkles, but I did use it right here on the center of my eyes and then slightly down the bridge of my nose. And then finally for the lip color, and for that I went in with the Holy Grail product. This is the Kat Von D liquid lip color in Lolita, and I just love this shade. It is so, so pretty. It's very long lasting, but it's not over drying, and I just am obsessed with this shade. It's just a really nice kind of a vampy, dark 90s brown, but it's also very nude. So lots of different skin tones can wear it, from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. And if you are dark skinned, dark complected, you might want to go in with a lip pencil. I do have one right here. This is from Wet n Wild, and this is their shade in Chestnut. And this would pair very, very well with really any nude for really dark skin, but this one pairs very, very well with the Lolita shade. So if you want to check it out, this is a really good one. I do highly recommend it. So once again, thank y'all so, so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. And a special thank you to the people who asked the questions. Without y'all, I couldn't have filmed this video. So thank you so, so much. I hope y'all having a fantastic day, no matter where you are in the world. And I'll be seeing y'all very, very soon. Bye.